Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So, what we're going to be doing in today's video is we're going to be doing a player review on Team of the Season, Heung Son. Now, I know he's out of a lot of people's price range, but he's not out of mine. But if there's people thinking of buying him and don't want to take the plunge and just want to know how he is first, well, this is the video for you. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be playing a couple of games and just showing every single thing that he does. We take a look at the stats that I've had with him, the majority in FUT Champs and the rest in Div 1. I mean, that's a crazy record. 62 goal contributions in 32 games and evenly spread between goals and assists. Now, each and every one of these is playing at striker. He doesn't play at cam, he doesn't play left cam, he doesn't play out wide, he plays at striker. Now, in my opinion, he's a good striker. In a 4-1-2-1-2, I play him as a left striker. The 5-star weak foot just really helps, and he drops back because of his high defensive work rate as he's high, and it works. It just really works. I believe he's one of the best cards in the game. Without further ado, we're going to get into the gameplay now, and you can really have a look at how good he really is. So, going into the gameplay, where do I even start? I mean, this guy's team, fairly good, a couple weird players. I'm going to go through a few different aspects of Son and rate them out of 5. So, what we're going to start off with is we're going to start off with pace. Now for pace, I'm going to give him a 4.5 out of 5. Now I would give him a 5, but there's just that certain aspect to him at times as to where he feels a bit sluggish, and in bad gameplay he can sometimes be a little bit difficult to work with, but other than that, 4.5, he's brilliant. Next up, we're going to have physicality. Now, his physicality is second to none, really, comparing to what he usually is, as he scores a brilliant goal here, riding off of Sol Campbell. He just seems to have that composure on the ball with his strength, that he doesn't particularly get pushed off it often. So, for that reason, again, I'm going to give him a 4.5 out of 5. Next up, we've got his weak foot. Now, obviously, he's got a 5-star weak foot, so that instantly means 5 out of 5. Now, as he crosses that in with his weak foot, he's just absolutely superb to be able to do that. I mean, it's almost like a cheat, really. And from that, I want to pick up on his work rate. Now, his work rate to get the ball, and him having high work rates, some people don't like that for a striker, but in my opinion, oh yeah, watch this. Jesus Christ. In my opinion, him having high makes it brilliant, especially having a medium next to him. It just sort of helps out. He drops back a bit more, and Havertz stays forward. So for that reason, his work rates, I am going to give him a 4 out of 5 for the striker position. Next up, we've got dribbling. Now, his dribbling is just absolutely immense. I mean, he's just so good at what he does, and to be able to dribble the way he does with his size, and because he's not a little player, and the little players are the ones that are good at dribbling, so for his size, he's immense at dribbling, and if he's got the ball at his feet, it is very difficult to get it off him, especially with La Croquetas and drag backs and things like that, as you'll see a couple times in the gameplay. So for his dribbling, again, I'm going to give him a 4.5 out of 5. Moving on next to his shoot. Now, if you haven't already seen, that scoop volley was so disgusting, I'm already giving him a 5. No, I think that's a bit generous. So I'm going to bring it down to a 4.8 out of 5. The reason I say that is there's a couple occasions as to where he just decides to be very strange, I should say, and doesn't put things away when he should do, when you do like low driven finesses and things like that. On the most part, he's okay at it and very good at, well, I say okay, he's immense at it, but just occasionally there'll be the odd shot that just does go stray, but that's just FIFA for you. Obviously, the last thing I want to focus on is his goals and assists. Now, I know I've gone through these very quickly, but I know people don't really want to watch through and listen to all these different points. They just want to see what someone thinks of them. So with his goals and assists, they do not lie at all. I mean, I showed you the goals and assist ratio for him in the intro to this video, and it doesn't lie. He is so good at what he does, and he pieces a team together. Now, I was debating on getting Aubameyang instead of Son, but after playing the games that I have with him, there's absolutely no chance I'm getting rid of him. So yeah, I mean, overall, I think I'm going to give Son a 4.7 out of 5. Now, I give him a 4.7 instead of like a 5 or a 4.5. I think 4.5 is just too bad. And a 5 is obviously a perfect player. And I don't think he's the perfect player, but he's a very, very good striker. Now, there's a few occasions where I do pass the ball to him here because I'm just trying to sort of show what he's capable of with his shooting and things like that. But, I mean, this Son card is just immense. He is so, so good. And if you've got the coins to be able to spend on him, you could argue you could get a Ronaldo or something for a similar sort of price, but he really is worth it. And the 5-star weak foot and all of his sort of brilliant traits and stats, they just sort of, I don't know, they work. They really do work. But Run the Foot market doesn't actually like Son. So obviously people have different opinions and varying opinions, but I play the sweaty way. I do scoop volleys, I do crosses, I do lots of L2 fake shots or L1 fake shots, can't really remember off the top of my head, but yeah, I do all that sort of stuff. So if you're into that sort of thing, I would recommend him, and I would say that he really is worth the purchase. On that note though, I'm going to leave you guys with the rest of the gameplay. I'm just going to let it play through, and if you don't want to watch it, obviously you're more than welcome to click off. But yeah, if you guys are new to the channel, please be sure to subscribe, and if you haven't already, please leave a like and comment, and yeah, I'll speak to you guys soon. Peace.
Conte just read the intentions of the opposite. Threaded through by Raul. Looks the goalkeeper in the eye. Where did the shot go? And he scored! And that has opened the score. Right. Fernandinho comes to get it to feet. He's come rather deep to do that, the main striker. Guiding it through the defenders. Well, he scored. It's a big moment for them in the match. They've pushed their lead now to 2 ahead. They've played well to this point, but sometimes a 2-goal lead can be a dangerous one. We'll see. Alex Telles. Oh, he's cut that out well read. Probing with the pass. And there it is, the goal.
Well, he's only been on the pitch a matter of minutes. I'm not sure he's touched the ball before this, but a vital touch there to score.
Well, you're too young to remember, Alan. They used to have square
Just the same.
Here's the yacht. Able to cut that out with some sharp movement. Fernandinho. And it's a goal here.
The way they moved the ball back there, Martin, before creating a chance was really good. They picked the right pass every time now.
Goalkeeper's game is getting worse and worse.
Well, it's just one of those awful days at the office. Eye off the ball, but not a bad effort.